January 7, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The day has finally arrived. I load up Path of Titans, got onto Arazoa Adapted Realism, and hopped on my tiny little Amarga. It was event day once again. This time it's all about sauropods. I laid there on the ground waiting for the event to officially start. My body is transported miles away as I receive the teleport for the event. The event? Sauropod Migration. The event place? Green Valley, a short ways away from where I was. Now my little Amarga's journey can begin. I leave a young Argentinosaurus in the dust as we race towards safety, towards the herd. Approaching the valley, I heard something that made me stop in my tracks. There were pygnos around, and they sounded hungry given that they would disturb burrows. My Amarga would be helpless against these carnivores, but I had to push on. I moved from bush to bush, trying to make as little noise as possible. But it was too open, so I had to take a risk and bolt to the next bush as fast as my little Amarga legs could take me, which was not very fast. One pygno has heard my scampering. Have I blown my cover? So I stayed still for a moment. I had to become a plant. I inched away slowly, and when I saw the chance to escape, I took it. I would not let this little Amarga's journey end so soon. When I heard the calls of the sauropods from afar, I knew I was close. Also, the frame rate dropped significantly, so a mega herd of sauropods, Argents and Amargas lay about. This was going to be certainly interesting. Night fell and I decided to join a herd. They would have to contend with my shenanigans. Once I was in, my body was condensed down to a hatchling form, which was mildly painful. With my hatchling speed, I knew I was going to be a nuisance. They would have to guard me with their lives. With my energy spent pestering the herd, it was time to eat. We followed an adult into the open, and a pygno saw the opportunity to attack. Being chased by an adult pygno as a hatchling was truly a unique experience. A unique and terrifying experience. The adults quickly came to our aid, but at the same time I was worried that I might get trampled, so I decided to find cover, away from the battlefield. But even then the carnivores were relentless, trying to attack us younglings from every angle.
Hello.
And soon the other younglings were dropping like flies. I'm quite certain this little Amargasaurus has been sufficiently traumatized and scarred for life.
I'm in danger.
For a moment it seemed peaceful, so I took this moment to try and capture some screenshots, but instead got something else entirely. Then we were interrupted by an albino Utah, who decided to give us all a heart attack. I crossed over to the Argent's nests. Compared to these titans, I was like an ant, and similarly, it would only take one step from them to send me to the afterlife. A little bit later, the migration officially started. A blue-crested Amarga at the front led the herd. At the back, the Argents followed. Even my decently capable PC struggled with the frame rate. Nevertheless, I would say that the footage I got was pretty epic. Cue documentary voice. In the valley, a massive sauropod herd has undertaken a migration. In a way, carnivores remained on the sidelines, trailing our massive herd, looking for weaknesses within our ranks. An alien Ramus pack managed to breach the lines as they tried to take out the juveniles. I was quite wounded from the attack. Panic ensued and soon I was taking damage from my own herd, as they stampeded and whipped about. It also did not help that Amarga had excellent tail whip range. So I rushed towards the front of the herd, trying to find open space to breathe. Still, it was oddly exhilarating. It felt as if we were a stampeding herd of wildebeests. The mayhem continued. It was every Amarga for itself. There were 3 ways to die in this scenario. 1. Via the predator sneaking past us. 2. Via the Amargas that whipped and ran through everything. And 3. Via the Argent's soul-crushing feat. I managed to experience 2 of 3 of those, for now. And I was back to the character select screen. Far from the mega herd, I was reminded of the distinct beauty of playing the game with more than 20 frames per second. Anyway, the rules of the event stated that I would be able to rejoin as long as I was a juvie. Fortunately, it did not take long. I was reborn like a phoenix back into the herd. Reunited, we pushed on. This time I was careful not to get trampled by the herd. I could see trails of blood everywhere, battle scars from the chaos that ensued. When night arrived, we decided to take a rest for a while. We needed to eat, drink, and heal. But we could not let our guards down for a moment, as the carnivores continued to pester our herd. I passed by an Amargasaurus corpse, reminding me of the frailty of life. We could also feel that the Argentinosaurus herd were silently judging our mortality. When day broke, we decided to resume our journey. Unfortunately for some, they would not survive to see daylight. But we could not stop to mourn the fallen. We were so close. We made it out of the gorges and into the open finally. It was quite a journey for the Sauropod herd. The celebration was short-lived, however. When I saw an Amargas passing out, I knew what was coming. The massive Sauropod herd has finally taken out the server. Perfect timing, I guess. Logging back in, the herd was smaller. This will not do, for my little Amarga legs could only go so far before being eviscerated by carnivores. And with that, the event concluded. We managed to reach our destination just in time for the server to crash. All in all, it was quite fun. Seeing that we were short in Amarga herds, I tried to hand in my adoption papers to the Argents. But they refused. My last attempt was to bribe them with a yarrow and a stick, which was also rejected. So I decided to take the next best thing. And that's how this Amargas day went. If you want to experience these yourself, you can check out the server, Discord link down below. They frequently host neat events like this, which is always fun. If you have enjoyed this little story, consider leaving a comment and subscribing. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.